Looks good to me, and with that, yeah, good evening everyone, and welcome to tonight's live stream of our homebrew D&D campaign, The Darkness of Amon'Gul, a high fantasy campaign set in the continent of Creydor. We are the Conduits of Chaos, a bunch of D&D and gaming enthusiasts from Wales, and in tonight's episode, we'll be rejoining our adventurers as they continue their travels across Yortaimbor, the elemental plane of Earth and home of the god Bull. But first, just a quick thank you to everyone who's been watching our videos so far. If you are new to the channel, or just tuning in, please check out all of our past episodes. They are available on our Twitch and YouTube channels. Links are all in the channel description below. And while you're there, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. We'd love to hear you and love your feedback. So, great, do that. But yeah, I guess before we dive into last session's recap and into tonight's action, let's head over to the table and just see how everyone's doing. It's been 4 weeks since we last played. Do we all remember what's going on?
No.
Novak died, right?
I know we're in a big city, and I'm excited. I'm excited
amazing
to explore.
Aim to do some shopping, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. Got the credit card out and everything.
Actually, just noticed, right, this is session 29 in total, because obviously when he started streaming 15 sessions ago, so
Yep.
the first part of the campaign, the only time you've been in a city was session 1.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
29 sessions till you've made the first city of the game.
The closest we got to this, right, was the carnival place we went to.
Earthfield was quite big, but
Earthfield-
wasn't a city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
that's
it-
what I mean. It was like a big one
Oh,
scenario
it was an
place.
Earthfield. It was the other place, wasn't it?
What was the place with the curse?
Yeah.
That was
Earthfield
Enfield,
was
wasn't
the
it?
curse. Yeah,
Yeah.
so it
Yeah.
was the one before that.
And we went to a tavern. That,
Yeah, and it was a
Great
one-horse
Santa.
town.
yeah,
Mm.
it's had the best night's sleep
One horse
ever.
town. A talking
Yeah.
horse town.
Yeah, one talking horse, maybe. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, appreciating it's been a few weeks since we played, and we're all a little bit rusty. We're going to try and get back to a normal frequency now. Summer is out of the way, and we've all started to put our heating on and burn in liquid gold. Yeah, I'll do a slightly longer recap just so we're all aware of what happened. So, let's get into it. You started the last session amidst a spider's lair, embroiled in an encounter with several phase spiders. Lovak started the round in good fashion, thrusting his shadow steel short sword into the gut of an incy-wincy teeny-weeny tiny spider that Olga had previously shrunk. This set the tone for the encounter as one by one the spiders fell, as Grizz cut one of the remaining spiders' carapaces in two with Boar's Light, and Lovak once again with the might of his short sword and sporting damage from Olga and Cathbad killed the final spider. Quickly following this, as Broderson started to carve away some spiders' legs for cooking in the typical Broderson way, Olga rushed over to the cocooned creature, which you assumed to be the dwarf mentioned by the rock elemental you'd met in the previous session, Hardcore. And you could hear a desperate sound similar to, or as though someone was drowning. So Olga hacked and slashed her way through the web to cut the cocoon dangling from the ceiling, but in doing so you heard the faint mumblings within the cocoon go silent as it fell to the ground. You cut open the top, revealing the head of a dwarf that appeared lifeless before you. And yeah, as Olga frantically thought of what to do, Cathbad began to cast a spell to heal the dwarf, but before being able to finish was interrupted by a deep breath and sigh of relief from the dwarf, who had just regained its consciousness. At this point, slightly disappointed that the dwarf was in Skomron, you noticed he was slightly more unusual to those you're normally familiar with. So his skin was pale and almost grey in colour, as though the sun had really touched it. But also extremely muscular for a dwarf. As he slowly began to regain his breath, you made light conversation, and he introduced himself as Gram Earthgore. While thankful for freeing him, however, he was cautious, about your intentions, in fear of you being agents of the Deo who had come to torture him. A feeling which you were able to relieve, though, as you sort of mentioned freeing Hardcore and his children, and the subsequent stones which they had uncovered and sort of hiding, and gave to you a vein or a gemstone of golden jacinth, which for a moment stopped him breathing once again, as he just lay there in awe that you had these crystals. As the conversation continued and trust started to build, he offered to take you to the city in exchange for removing the magical shackles around his neck, which Drent was happy to oblige. He was, however, shocked and surprised to hear you were followers of Boar, and that you had made your way to this plane via another portal, which he thought were all controlled by the Deo. At this point, he was extremely weary from the ordeal and suggested you rest before making your journey to the city. So following a long rest, and now starting to lose track of your time here with no sunlight to guide you, the subdued dwarf you originally met became a little bit more agitated and somewhat arrogant now he was rested. But it seemed to be an arrogance of concern, challenging your plans to enter the city, specifically concern over the gemstones that you now had in your possession and how you came across them. After some discussion, you devised a plan to use Drent's invisibility to cast that on Lovac, who could then carry the crystals into the city unseen. En route, he started to tell you tales of Jordainbor and how there had been no happiness in this place for generations since the Deo's rule. In his early years, he'd worked for the Deo as a trader into the various planes, travelling through what he called the Eye of the Gods. But in his disdain for the Deo and suffering of the people, he found a lucrative opportunity in smuggling gemstones for his own gain. That was until he was no longer needed and was sent to the mines. And this is where he met members of a resistance group called the New Foundations. You continued to learn more along your travels, but after some hours on the road, you found yourselves passing a rocky outcrop, revealing the magnificent and awe-inspiring city of fortunes beyond. And you were immediately captivated by the rich and colourful gemstones that made up the various quadrants of the city, and a bright white gemstone at its centre, like a lighthouse amplifying the colours of the city around it. In the moments of taking in the grandeur, however, you found yourselves approaching the city gates, realizing you hadn't fully fleshed out your plan, and there you saw large stone giants randomly checking those entering the city. So this is where you quickly cast the invisibility upon Lovac, and while the rest of the group cautiously made their way through the gates, which all seemed to go well until you were unexpectedly challenged by a stone giant, turning a corner. You managed to persuade the giant, with the help of Gram, that you were apprentice prospectors who had been doing a scan of the area near the Bloodstone mines. And there, you found yourselves passing the gates and in to the City of Fortunes. And with that, we will start tonight's session. But before I do that, I'm going to invite Lovac into the room because he's just joined, and I'll just make sure that cameras are okay. I've given him access. So yeah, hopefully he'll join shortly. Yeah. So while we're just waiting for that, is there anything anybody feels like we didn't cover during our recap? Any questions on some of the stuff that may or may not have been said and want to quickly check?
Only about after my that long rest I had last, whether I no. Just a quick one that you might want to just leave until Lovak gets here. When we have stepped into, obviously, from what I gather, like through the gates and whatever, we've got around the corner, and I assume we can see like the buildings now that are going on. Do we see like anyone that looks humanoid to us, or human, I guess would be the thing, considering we're mostly human? And then do we see like slaves walking around with collars on, or have we not got that far in yet?
So that'll be my intro into the session to give you a bit more of a feel of the lower city, but sort of what I don't have in the description actually, which will make a bit more sense, is some of the variety of creatures that you see on the or see in the city. And yeah, it's a little bit of a mix, to be honest with you. Give me a perception check.
Whoa, hang on now. This has been like 2 months for me. Perception. That's an 8, which is not a -1, so it's an 8.
An 8. So you've seen a select few creatures during this time already, and almost like tunnel vision, you mainly see these creatures still. So you see a dwarves similar to appearance as Gram, and elementals, and yeah, you don't specifically pick out any humans, but we'll see as sort of time progresses. But yeah, lots of stone giants and other various guards and creatures around.
And how big are these stone giants? Like they like 10 foot tall, 20 foot tall?
10 times the size of Lovak.
So 100 feet tall.
He's not that not specifically.
7 foot tall. It's like 7 foot, right?
Yeah. No, so yeah, they're a good, you know, a couple of the sizes of Lovak. So they do stand out. If you looked in the chat, actually, there was a picture. So yeah, imagine some large stone giants.
Nice. Also, hey Lovak.
Evening. Just need to switch cameras around.
Hey.
I think we're looking good. Can you hear us? We can't hear you.
It's okay, we all took that lip reading feat, right?
Hello.
Hey,
Yeah, now we
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am late.
Right. That's all right.
All good.
Good timing, actually. We just finished the recap, so we were just talking anything we might have missed before going into the intro. So perfect timing, really.
Oh, cool.
Great. So with that, then, yeah, let's go into the intro. So you find yourselves having just passed through the gates of the city. The splendor and depth of the color around you is just illuminating, now even making your skin appear as though a different color as the intense light penetrates it, much as I'm looking red right now. Around you, you start to take in the lower parts of the city, the hustle and bustle of a vibrant market surrounding. You hear and see merchants selling goods in market stalls, fooderies and the likes. But you also see and hear guards and slavers cracking their whips whoosh, and shouting at dishevelled looking slave labour, their clothes tattered and torn. Some returning from a hard day's work, others heading out to start their day. The air feels lighter here though. The dust seems to hover far above the city, freeing your sense of smell as you're hit with a waft of food being cooked by the local merchants mixed with the sweat of hard work and suffering around you. And as you take in all these senses, Gram turns around to look at Grizz. So, your plane is worse than this.
I mean, it's parts of it. I mean, you haven't seen the things I've seen, Gram. There's some really nice bits, though.
Do you not see this suffering now?
Yeah, I see the suffering. Look, it doesn't look great, okay? It's not, you know, I don't know what, I don't know what we're going to do about it, but if we can do something, I'm certainly happy to try.
Good. And what do the rest of you think?
Seems like this is the path that's been put before us, and I feel like it's part of our duty as adventurers to see this through to the end. Do what we can.
If we don't, we're going to be stuck here, right?
Exactly.
Is there somewhere safe we could go to figure things out now we're here?
Good question, Drent. You shall all be fine, but he turns, looks to Lovak. Lovak, your kin are not akin to this place. Despite my reservations to bring you straight to the Resistance, I feel like it might be my only option to keep you safe.
We can't keep him invisible forever. But it was Lovak we made invisible, wasn't it? Yeah.
And when he says turns to Lovak, he's speaking towards the group.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Lovak's wandered off somewhere else.
Yeah. Ovak, what's it like being invisible?
Just as it ever was. Nothing's different. But we'll soon see if I get any funny looks.
Yeah. Trent, keep the spells close to hand.
It will bring too much attention, Lovak. I think you and I should head to the Resistance, but I feel like I cannot bring others.
Lovak, you can be our ambassador. You can go make a good impression, get us up to speed with the Resistance, yeah?
He is our diplomat,
Oh dear.
I say with a wink.
Don't eat anything unless somebody offers it to you to eat. That's the only advice I would give you.
Or anyone, yeah, Chris?
Don't eat anything. Or anyone.
Don't eat anything or anyone unless somebody says, would you like to eat this, Lovak?
Okay.
Gram looks a little bit concerned right now. Perhaps another one of you should come.
Maybe Olga would be a good diplomat. I mean, she talked. I don't know why I'm volunteering Olga.
You don't want to play two characters.
Two characters in a split party.
Yeah.
In the spirit of her character's achievements in the last few sessions.
I mean, that is a fair point.
Mm.
Like underground diplomacy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have a few options, don't we? Obviously, if we're going to see the Resistance and they are followers of Bo, they may have relevant information for you, Grizz.
I mean,
Or
I
you
am keen on smashing the system, so
Yeah,
that might go down well.
I have.
I don't do what I'm told to do a lot of the time. That's that's what being a rebel's all about, right?
Is that what they taught you in the monastery?
They taught me less than you'd think in the monastery, Trent. I have very wealthy family. I've told you that before.
Okay, I'm starting to get a much different vibe about my internal views of Grizz now. now he's turned into the spoilt brat kid with the rich parents at school.
That's what I've always been, Trent.
Uh-oh.
But I can catch arrows as well, so I did learn a few things.
Hell yeah. Well, we have certain things we can do. We need to go get supplies. Someone needs to go with Gram and Lovac.
Broderson, you're a man of few and considered words. Have you ever thought about stepping into a diplomatic role?
There's no diplomats in the kitchen, Grizz.
Did you cook them? But fair point, Broderson, yeah. Okay.
Aye, so who be it then? Lovac and...
It might be sensible, Grizz, if you wanted to go, but if you don't, Olga can go.
I'm happy to go, but I don't,
If you'd rather
Nobody
stick here, I can go.
Nobody'll be around to catch arrows if I go. That's all I'm saying. And that happens all the time. We're always getting arrows, chucked our way, right?
Send Olga. I'll do it.
There'll be no
Yeah.
catching
I'll do
arrows
it.
here, Grace. If you get into a skirmish, then I'm afraid you'll be enslaved, just like many of the other people among this population.
I don't want to get enslaved. I'll go.
I'm not okay with that. So yeah, shall we send Olga? Olga's proven to be quite a diplomat.
So Olga or Drent?
Trent, if you don't want to, I'll go
Yeah,
as
go on,
Olga.
I'll go. Yeah, go
Yeah,
on,
do
I'll
you wanna
go? Yeah. It's
Okay.
kind of my role in the party. I was just fishing around it.
Okay.
Lovac, you can do all the talking. I'll do all the eating of the children and babies.
No chance.
All right. Gram didn't hear that. So.
I said.
Aye. Well, we shall go and garner the support of the resistance. The rest of you should make yourselves comfortable, explore the city. A word of caution, though. Be wary of the Deo's guards. They will exploit any situation to enslave inhabitants for their greedy desires. So try to stay out of trouble.
I'll try.
Gram, is there a local goods market stall around here somewhere? Somewhere we can stock up on basic supplies?
Maybe you should
potions.
spend less time looking at me and look around you.
But what direction should we walk in? This is a
There are
big
merchants
city.
everywhere.
Okay.
Explore
get
to your
stuck
heart's
in then.
desire.
I'm not really a city person, so I'm a bit trepidatious about this.
We shall come back and meet the rest of you once we've gained the Resistance's approval.
Is
Let
gold
us-
a resource here?
Aye.
And Cathbad, should I give you the bag of holding in case you want to spend some of our coin?
Ooh,
We
yeah.
have a lot.
I'll carry it. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, because if you
Thanks,
find,
Trent.
like,
I'll
if you find a place for potions or some real nice magic items, wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
I'll take good care of the bag.
Trent giving away his bag of holding. Are you kidding me?
Hey, I can only just about carry it, so.
Just temporarily.
Hey, we don't know. This rebel meetup might be a scam, right? So yeah, it's probably sensible.
As
Not
you're
get caught
handing,
with 4,000 gold.
as you're handing over the bag, Gram does say another word of caution. Much of the trade flows through the city here. Do not flash your gold.
Okay.
And be wary of thieves. It's rife amidst the city, so keep a watchful eye on one another.
Won't do it, Mike.
I'll put the bag of holding on my front instead of my back then, so I've got an eye on it.
We fought hard for this gold, man. Don't get pickpocketed this from like 3 little kids.
I'd love it if you.
Kill.
I'd love it if you hand her off to someone else and then suddenly it disappears.
Can we put some sort of tracking device on it at all? Do you have any spells that can help us to track it, anyone?
I don't think so, but let's have a
It's a
look.
locate object, isn't it? But I don't have
What's Olga got?
it. Change your spells quick.
I don't think so.
So, sorry, just to confirm, was it Drent and Olga go in with Gram,
No.
or just Drent?
Drent and Lovak, isn't
It
it?
was Trent and Novak.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Trent.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll keep
So-
Olga and Cathbad together for now.
Okay.
Well, I don't know where we're walking, but I quite like the look of this direction where it's green. I just like the color green, so.
Yes, I knew he was the right choice. Green's my favorite color.
I'm a very basic druid.
Yeah, you are.
My favorite drink is water as well. Anyway, yeah, let's start. I'm going to start walking off in this direction. Oh, sorry, this direction. So down here, I guess.
So, yes, before you walk off, Gram says, we shall garner the support of the resistance, and then in a few hours' time, we shall meet at the Slavers Tavern.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Hang on, was that slavers or slavers?
The Slavers.
Tavern.
Slavers Tavern. Are you serious?
Within the
Gram-
Amaratha quarter.
Gram.
Is
Okay.
that just like a keep your friends close, your enemies closer kind of deal, or are you having us on?
No. You are not slavers. You are not slaves. You do not have shackles around your neck.
And we want to keep it that way.
Yes, there's opportunity in there though to garner some insight and knowledge of the town. So I suggest we meet there, and I shan't say what I was about to say. Let's meet there in but a few hours.
At least it's in the green quarter. Very well. We'll take your word for it, Gram, and we'll see you there.
This isn't going to be another one of those Mosul situations, is it? Because I'm starting to get a little bit,
I don't feel very comfortable here in the big city.
I can't do that to you twice in a row as a DM. Come on, I would be very
You can,
nice,
though.
Oh, you find yourself in a tavern full of slavers. Oh, they've got like a load of shackles with them that they keep handy. Oh, yeah, you're now going to go mine for the next 3 episodes.
I did a secret poll, and that's what the viewers wanted. All right.
It's fine. I'm not proficient with a pickaxe, so I can't do that.
D&D
Well.
Minecraft.
I know you're not familiar with these parts of the cities, but your only taverns are the slavers, the auctioneers, or the no elementals allowed tavern. So it isn't much
Okay.
by way of choice.
Well, we got loads of cash, so we could go to the auctioneers one, right? Yeah, we'll outbid everyone there.
We don't have loads of cash.
Oh, yeah, good point,
Remember?
Cuthbert. Yeah,
You
yeah.
just spoke, so I'm going to roll a dice.
Ash rules everything around me.
You're lucky I rolled a 2.
Yay.
So, Cathbad's hushed hurriness there. Sort of, nobody seemed to sort of bat an eyelid at that. But Gram does reinforce. I told you, thieves.
I'm reckless. What can I say?
I keep my. Wait, do I have a knife? Something handy, anyway.
Try not to cause violence. You might find yourselves enslaved. Unless violence is brought upon you, there is the local law of self-defense.
Well, if someone tries to pick my pocket, then you never know what I'll transform into.
And one more word of warning. Do not touch your gemstones or try to steal any gemstones. Most of them are connected to the Deo, and the guards will know if you try to steal gemstones, so don't get greedy.
I think that's probably more danger from your party, Gram, looking at Trent slightly.
Yeah. I've never stolen anything in my life.
Is there anybody else who would like to come with these two? Because now I'm starting to get a bit weary.
Oh, it'll be fine, Gram. I only stole from a dragon.
Right, come on then. Let's not linger.
Cool.
How long does this one have left on its invisibility?
I put it in the thing, didn't I? Lasts for 1 hour.
Yeah, last 1 hour.
So, about... Drop the dice off the table.
45
Actually-
minutes?
Cathbad, take this bag of ball bearings as a decoy.
Ah.
It has 1,000 bearings in there.
Where did you get that?
Started with it.
Lovak, I didn't know you could count up to 1,000.
It's written on the side.
Swag as well on the other side. Thanks. I'm starting to feel a bit. My shoulders are starting to ache, but thanks very much, Lovak.
Okay, the
Extra
dice says
£2.
you've spent around 20 minutes since Lovat went invisible.
Okay,
Oh crap!
let's
We
have
have
a look.
We have a ways to walk to the Amarasa Quarter, so let us go.
I'll catch you later at the Slaver's Tavern.
I'm sorry.
Right.
It's less time. We're going to the Sapphire Quarter.
Brudson is gonna quietly slip away from the group and follow.
Ooh.
Brent.
We're really doing the whole split in the party thing, I see.
Okay.
I'm going to go off and be a pain in the arse to some merchants.
So, first split party of 29 episodes as well.
No, I'm sticking
groups.
with Kath. I'm sticking with Cathbad and Olga because I need the direction not to make an absolute scene.
Well, this is what D&D's about, so whatever happens, happens to it. So, let's go with it.
Let's do it.
All right. So, Gram hurries you off and says, "Aye, it is at least 30 minutes. We're not giants to get to the Sapphire Quarter, so let's go." As you scuttle off and, sort of as you've come through the gates, I'll see pinging on the map now, and I'll switch to let's go with this overview. So you've just come through the gates and you're around there, so the one group is now heading off down this sort of area up towards the stairs. So as you're passing, you just see lots of different types of merchants and their food stalls, etc. There's just lots of stuff going on. Some hordes of like gemstones, almost like depots for gemstones as well, where the slave laborers bringing it in to the town for distribution, collection, and processing. So almost like an industry mining field going on top of just traders making an opportunity of the through traffic in this part of the city.
So we've kind of gone roughly the same direction, but maybe like our group has broken off. Should we say we're around here or something? Because I wanted to go straight to the Amaratha Quarter in that direction anyway.
So the only way to the Amaratha Quarter is the
there's
same way as they're going.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, we'll just stop at the. Oh.
Well, we got more time anyway, haven't we?
Yeah.
Because
Well,
we
how
haven't
about
got
we
anybody
walk up-
invisible.
Yeah. Should we just carry on up and like head into it from up here then, or from
Yeah.
down here rather? Yeah. Okay. Cool. So yeah, if we carry on heading over here, right? Like sort
Okay,
of.
so as you're sort of making your way through the through the lower city towards the stairs, you get a bunch of traders sort of coming up to you. Huh? You want some gemstones? I'll sell you some great gemstones. They got so much magical powers. Would you like magical powers? You look like you could do with some magical powers. As now points at you, Cathbad.
Looks can be deceiving, my friend. And that's what
Look.
I say.
Look at this gemstone. It's fine.
I'm okay for
That's bad.
gemstones today.
Cathbad, you're so like low key. I love it. It's amazing. You know,
We're,
like
You sound like somebody who needs one of these gemstones. One of these gemstones protects the bearer from all magic. Did you know this?
where
These
do
are
you
what
think-
these rare gemstones in this vein of this glorious city is all about. So, would you like some of these? Like,
Listen,
only for
we're-
you though.
We're the guys that bring in your supply of gemstones. We've just been out
But
mining
this is
them,
not
so
fine gemstones.
no, we're all right,
Are you
thank you.
prospectors? Are you?
Yes, but we don't have time to dawdle here, unfortunately. So let's keep it moving.
Dawdle? You're not dawdling. Fine gemstones on sale here, not dawdling.
We have an appointment way over yonder in that the green area.
yeah, we've got an appointment to buy a gemstone that can turn day into night.
Oh, you're just wasting my time. Bullshit. Fuck off.
Oh, that did the trick. Thanks, Chris. Let's keep our eyes down and not make any
yeah,
eye contact with these.
the way I see it, if somebody had something
traders.
good right to sell, they wouldn't need to make such a noise about it, right?
Yeah.
So if you are looking to buy something, Cathbad, I suggest we look for somebody who isn't approaching us in the middle of the street.
No.
Come buy my goods, fine silken rugs over here. Come on, come buy my rugs.
I mean, different rules
Do we
apply
need
for
a
silken
rug?
rugs. Yeah, like that's not such a bad thing. We're in
Everybody
the silken
needs
rug
to
game.
Make their home very nice. Come on.
We haven't really got a home, have we, Cathbad?
No, we're wanderers, really.
Yeah.
We're very far from home right now. I still don't really know where we are, but
Would you like a crispy crisble?
What is a crispy crisble?
Where are you from?
maybe Lovak would want one.
Yeah, we're from parts unknown.
Guards? Guards? Some
Let's
weird
keep-
people over here.
What weird.
Wait. We're not the ones who come up to somebody they've never met before and ask them if they want a crispy crimble or whatever it was. That's
Listen.
pretty weird, isn't
How
it?
do you know
Guards,
what a
guards!
crismal is?
Olga's gonna go up to the guy and say, "Listen, we told you we have an appointment. Now leave us alone. We're busy prospectors." And then walk off and turn on a heel. Can we walk fast away from the
I
guy?
see you start to see some a pair of stone giants sort of come to see what the commotion is about. Yeah.
Have
scuttle
we?
off.
Okay, yeah. Let's scuttle. Well, poor Lovak will be missing out on that crispy crimble, I say to Grizz and Olga.
We can always come back later once we,
Yeah.
know the place a
The
bit
heat's
better.
off a bit.
If anybody says, "Oh, do you know what? I really want to try this crispy crimble the rebellion people are talking about," then we'll know where to come, right?
Yeah. No, just before we were interrupted though, Grizz, I just wanted to keep right if there are any healing potions, because I still haven't forgotten that fight when we first arrived here where I just kept waking up and getting knocked out straight away. So I feel like
Yeah,
do
I
with
think
some healing power.
I think before we get too involved in things, that's probably a really good idea.
Probably need some more rope as well. I feel like we've used up a lot of rope and any other supplies. This realm doesn't sit right with me. It doesn't feel natural to what I'm used to, and I'd quite like to get out of here.
Well, maybe if we go to the green bit, you'll kind of, you'll have a sense
Mellow out,
of inner
maybe.
peace. Yeah.
I think so. I think that's why I'm being lured over there. But yeah, let's see if there are any solid goods tradesmen around here. Not these rogue in-your-face guys.
Okay, so whilst you two sort of deliberate that, meanwhile the rest of the group have continued on and split off from the party. So we'll come to Lovak, Gram, and Drent, where you've been suffering the same berating from local vendors, but Gram is much more familiar with how to shun them off. So you've made it relatively hassle-free up the steps of the Sapphire Quarter. Yeah, you start to weave through some of the Sapphire Quarter's streets towards the very far end of the sort of eastern side as you're now looking at the map. Let me just make sure that is visible on the stream. Yeah, so you've made your way up the steps and you've now headed towards the center of the Sapphire Quarter. And yeah, among some of the more rural parts, so among some of the side streets, it becomes a little bit less, or a little bit more dark and a little bit unfriendly, and is lit only by the blue gemstone above you. The light of the center of the city doesn't seem to have cut through some of the buildings here. And as you sort of head into this area, Gram and Lovak, can you give me a perception check, please?
Yep. $11.
Cool. You take note of a symbol etched into the side of a house, almost like a symbol for thieves and rogues, indicating a hidden message.
Oh,
But
okay.
you seem to have an uncanny ability to have spotted this.
What does it mean?
So it seems to be some sort of coded message of directions. So you've noticed a pattern within the symbol that Gram is leading the way, but you've now taken a note of it. And you turn a few corners and You take stock of this, and as noted by the symbol that you saw, you find yourself at a sort of medium-sized building made of stone with wooden rafters. And you see another concealed symbol. Meanwhile, Drent, who's with you, can you roll me a perception check?
Uh, 16.
So you notice that there's something odd about the building, but for you it looks like almost like the grout is taken out of some of the stonework. But you don't seem to comprehend any symbolic language in it. But Lovak, as you're looking, it seems to indicate that this is a safe house.
Could I take a note of the location? Like a mental note? So
Yeah.
I'm still invisible, right?
Yeah, so you've gone through a sort of few corner streets here. You've turned, in fact, for you, you've turned off that main street past a large building, which on the, let me just check. It almost looked like an inn, but you didn't capture it. The name of the building. But you noticed after that it was approximately, and the symbol that you recorded was 2 lefts, a right and another left.
Okay.
And you now find yourself at this building.
So I would like to, not lose Drent and Gram. So I guess I'd go back with them, but knowing where this building is, I might come back later.
Okay. And you see this building off to the left, but as Gram and Drent continue, you notice another symbol that seems to indicate another building of a safe house. So there seems to be 2 locations nearby, but Gram stops you and says, "Right, we're here, lads." And as he approaches the door, he gives a knock.
What knock?
I don't know if that come through on the stream, did it?
Yeah, we had one knock.
Yeah.
Literally just
You
one.
had 1 knock.
Yeah.
Oh, I did a whole series, but
We
But anyway,
did third.
That's some secret knock, isn't it?
So it was a sequence, and the door opens, and Gram says, "Lovak, are you here?"
Behind you.
As he's looking at Drent. "Lovak, come on in. Trying to be discreet.
So, while this has been happening, I've been following along from the shadows and watching where we've been going and just generally trying to sort of blend into the crowd.
Can you give me a perception check, please?
Yes. Uh, 18.
Sorry, I just realised I wasn't in the right place. Okay. So similar to Lovak, you've been seeing these symbols.
Cool. From staying sort of further away and generally taking more of a very specifically taken a cautious view of the surroundings. Is there anything on the outside of the building that that I could or should be concerned about? Anything like arrow slits, guards, windows people are looking out from, or anyone similarly watching the building?
So is this the window where Graham has stopped now?
Yeah. And also like the surrounding buildings as well. So looking specifically for anyone that could be watching the building from across the street or from the shadows, similar to me.
Okay. Can you give me another perception check while I give you the description of the building, but then the new perception check will be for your surrounds. Again, another 18. Amazing. So you see that there's 2 windows. One is just offset from the door, but it does seem to be covered. So almost like a curtain is drawn. And there is another just as the corner goes around, you see the wooden sill of another window.
Okay. Is the window accessible? So is it an open window? Is there a glass pane?
You can only see the sill right now from where you are.
Okay.
Would you like to do anything else?
So I'm going to find a good spot to sort of loiter around in, somewhere that's quite dark. Maybe take a look around the roof area of an adjacent building.
Oh, and sorry, the 18 was for surroundings as well. So you do notice there's a building just slightly up the street with a perfect view over not just the front door of this building, but the street in which you came up.
Okay.
And you do see the curtains move.
In that building?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna go to that building and see if there's somewhere around that building where I might be able to discreetly get up onto the roof.
Okay.
What kind of material are the buildings?
So most of these are made of stone because there's an abundance of rock, and that's what you've noticed as the theme of the elemental plane of Earth. So buildings are typically made from the materials surrounding. So in a weird way, the wood is accessible. You don't quite know how it's accessible here. But the roof seems to be made of chiseled slate rock from some like obsidian that you perhaps have passed on your way here, as an example.
Yeah, I'd like to try and find a discreet spot to get up on top of the building and take up a sort of observation position.
Are you going straight up towards this building in view of where these...
Skirt very much around in the darkness and make my way
So
around.
there is a lane off to the right, so you're going to scoot around there, yeah? Okay, out of sight. Okay. So yeah, as you both... So Graham, Drent, Lovac, as you enter this building as you're ushered in by Graham, the interior seems far nicer than the exterior. Despite being rock, it doesn't look particularly great, like in terms of the building quality. And there's very little furniture inside, and you kind of get a sense that this is a stopping area or perhaps a supply area. Can you both give me a perception check, please? 14, 25.
Low back.
Nice. Great roll today.
Hmm.
Yeah, so Lovak, you instantly notice as you look into one of the rooms, you just see a collection of weapons. And in another room, a sort of supply of rope and other materials. And Drent, it's the room that's straight ahead of you, so you notice the rope and other materials, but you didn't quite clock the room that's just gone off to your right, which Lovak is, with the weapons.
Okay.
And in that moment, you are greeted by the person who opened the door, but you also see two others. Lovak, you see the one just in the room with the weapons, but the other is next to the one who opened the door. And the one
How
who
close is
opened
he
the
to us?
door. So you've come in and gone slightly off to the left as the door is open, so you're probably about 2-3 feet from the person now. So quite close, because it's not a big house either. And yeah, the one who opened the door quickly shuts it. Tries not to make a bang, but it does make a thud as it sort of closes, and a dwarf with a thick white beard and a bald head, sort of wearing various leather attire, just sort of speaks up quite angrily. Gram! What on board is this? Who are these that you've brought to a safe house? Are you mad, lad?
Am I still invisible?
Yeah, you are.
So you wouldn't
So
know.
this is aimed at Drent.
Cool.
And yeah, sort of Gram initially is just like, wait. These are our friends. Perhaps even our saviors.
Singular though, right?
Yeah, what you mean these? It's like, oh, there's another one here too. They know magic. And you see the face of this dwarf in front of you just go serious. Magic. The prophecy. They have come to liberate us from the evil that consumes this place.
Well,
As he
it's a bold statement.
as he literally makes a fist and is like, over there, as he swings in towards where Gram pointed that Lovak is. There's someone hidden there, and he punches in, and I'm gonna roll to hit with disadvantage.
How does Gram know?
You heard your footsteps coming in the door. I rolled a d20. But he just hits thin air. He rolled a 9 and a 17. So yeah, disadvantage roll. He just starts like fisting into the air. It's like, you lying bastard. But who is this? Go on.
Could I sneak around and open that weapon store?
So yeah, so you see that there's an open sort of archway. It's quite wide, and then there's just sort of weapon racks and stuff sort of laid around, and some chests with perhaps, well, you don't know what's in there, but perhaps with items in it.
Yeah, I'll just open the door and go over here.
Huh? What? What's going on? You're a funny bugger, Gram. What is this?
Didn't he tell you we're your saviors? And I chuckle.
Who are you then? Before I slit ya.
We got you by accident, but we may have a mutual cause.
Saviors, we got you by accident. Ugh.
Hey.
Now I look like a fool.
Hey, the gods work in mysterious ways. But we do know magic.
Why have you brought him here, though? Show me some magic.
I touch him on the shoulder and cast the light cantrip. So his shoulder starts glowing with light.
Boris light! My God!
No, that's my light. I'm gonna move it off.
Oh, I've lost someone, so I'm just gonna jump to a different overlay. And it doesn't work. That one does. So we lost low back there by the look of it. So with that, in his shock and awe of this situation, we're gonna jump back to the other party, and we'll come back to Cathbad, Olga, and Grizz. What are you doing in the meantime?
Scoping out a potion cellar if there is any. Can we look around for one? Do we want to perception it? That's what I'm doing anyway.
A reputable potion cellar we want to find. By the way, Cathbad, Trent said I could spend as much money as I wanted, by the way, just,
We don't have that much money.
Oh, yeah, I forget. Oh, yeah. But if I want to spend the last 2 silver we've got...
I mean, I'm not fussed, but you'll have to deal with Trent. I'm sure he knows how much is in here, down to the penny.
He can't possibly know. It was all grabbed from that cave. He can't possibly know how much money is.
He's had time to count it, but
you know me. I don't really use much in the way of equipment. I don't need anything to cast spells or anything like that. So I probably don't need anything. But I just thought,
You just want to buy a T-shirt or something.
Yeah, I was just going to buy something. Yeah.
My character sheet's gone funny. I want to roll a perception check. It won't let me.
It's just joining back in. So.
Are you just rolling a perception check, or am I doing it as well?
I don't know. I'll do it because I want to find the potion. Can I just roll it with Olga because my sheet's not loading for some reason?
Well, Olga's with us,
and she's got a better perception, isn't she? All right, Mike. Olga is going to roll a perception check to spot a potion.
Wow.
Hey, not 20.
And remember, we said reputable as well, Mike.
Yeah,
we're looking for reputable.
And cheap.
Yeah.
Reputable, fantastic quality.
Best bang for your buck.
Got a great voice to speak to us in, that kind of thing.
Well, let's have a look. So, as you're looking around,
no, what's going on?
Yeah, you seem to see a number of stores. You see a saddles, tack, harness, and saddleback store of merchants, and obviously bringing in the supplies. D100. First time I've ever rolled 100 on my dice, by the way.
Nice.
A dubious-looking trader trying to sell what he claims to be a pseudo-dragon egg.
Interested.
Do you want this egg? Very mysterious egg. It's of a dragon. You want the dragon egg?
Brodison would only cook it, Cathbad. Moving on.
I'm sick of dragons. Sorry.
Yeah.
Next.
Okay. And ting ting. You want your bells? Come get some bells. Ting ting ting. Hey.
This is
when you need to know if the working day is done. You need some bells. Ding ding ding.
See, the thing is, Cuthbert, I thought you were really, Olga was really paying attention to the surroundings, and we just seem to be getting a load of just nonsense, right?
Okay, did you say you saw like a specific good potion store with your keen elf eyes?
How about the weird and wonderful porcelain mask stall over there? No?
Oh, now that I'm interested in.
Well, Grizz,
That-
if you want to
that-
have a
that
look
goes
at
with
that,
my
we've got
vibe.
time.
Okay, so look, we've got our priorities. I definitely want to look at the masks, though.
Okay, well, this stall that Olga spotted must be a few more stalls down, so let's check this one out first.
Okay. So as you sort of head down the street, can you both give me a perception check?
Oh, I do have better
Okay.
perception than Olga. I'm not going to roll a worse dice than her, am I?
7.
Oh, sorry, my sheet's being super slow. It's coming through.
Right.
16, I want to say? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 16 and a 7. So yeah, Cathbad, as you're looking, and you're all seem to drawn, now Grizz has said it, to the porcelain mask shop, you do notice one of the shops says, love potions.
Maybe they just love potions. Hey, Cathpad, we definitely need to go to the mask shop, because if nothing else, we should get one for Lovac, even if we don't need them for anything else.
Yeah,
So
some
let's just
sort
keep
of,
that in mind.
More handy disguise would be good.
Yeah. If I can get like a metal mask that looks like a centurion's, kind of thing or something, though, that'd be really cool. Yeah.
Agreed. Okay, we can look here. We're not in any immediate rush, are we? So yeah, let's look at the masks.
Yeah, masks first, then love potions.
I mean, I'm happy with just the masks, but sure.
You don't want to pick up any potions? You worried they might
Are
have
they
some
just
side
love
effects?
potions?
Well, we don't know until we go in,
Yeah,
do
I
we?
guess,
They might
alright,
not.
we'll check. Yeah, we'll check it. We'll check it.
So masks first.
The masks first, yeah.
Okay, I run into the masks shop.
Go for it.
What kind of
So
masks
yeah.
you got?
You're greeted by a merchant, slightly more mysterious than those you've encountered previously, not selling on the streets, waiting for those who are interested to come in.
Hi there. How can I help you as a young Durga dwarf? Female greets you. And what wonders and magical mysteries of creativity do you wish to find in our store today?
I want to see what masks you have for somebody who's got a bigger face than most people.
Oh, these masks are wonderful. They'll fit any face. One such as beautiful as yours, quite easily.
Yeah. Okay. What's so special about these masks you sell?
Well, all of them have their own secret thing, their own secret magic, their own secret meaning to you. As a lover of masks, I can see in your face.
I do like masks.
Come now. Which one tickles your fancy? You pick the mask.
This is a strange shop.
Cathbad, when you say it's a strange shop, is that a bad thing? Should we be worried?
I don't know. Let's just see what masks.
I
this
have
guy's
many
got.
masks, even a mask for you there, young.
I need no masks.
I suggest you do
capable
to
of
hide
hiding my
up some of
face.
that hair on your face.
Well, we've got a friend with a lot more hair on their face, so we definitely want to get them a mask. They've got a real hairy face.
So, pick one, my dear. Ha!
There's one over here that looks like silvery color, and is kind of like, it looks a bit like an elephant's face.
Oh, this one there. I rolled a 99. Wow. This one there. The statue's shroud. This one has great magical properties. It is a marble face mask. You can see the intricate and pure stone design.
Have you got anything a bit more metal?
Do you wish to have stone skin like a stone giant?
That might be a good idea.
Ooh.
Blend
It'll
in.
slow
Stone
you
skin.
down as it'll make you heavier, but it will give you some rugged armor.
Have you got anything that'll make me faster?
Oh, if it's speed is what you're after, how about something that grants you much running speed? This type of thing you wish for?
Yeah. And does it come in a platinum finish?
Well, how about the sludgy ooze mask of goop?
I don't want that. But should we get that for Lovac? Cathbad, should we get that for Lovac?
I think that sounds like something.
It'll grant you
that's
10
right up
feet
the
of
street.
movement, quicker than your normal pace, and equally in climbing.
I think that's got Lovac written all over it. How much for that sludgy ooze goop mask of goop?
Yeah.
Oh, what are you paying him, my preciouses?
Blood?
Oh,
Just kidding. No, taking blood.
I have masks that will take blood, but no.
We
Not
have
for me. Some merchants around here, though.
We have a small amount of universal currency on us.
Gold or gems?
Gold.
Okay. Well, the reason why I don't sell on the streets is, magic is forbidden in this place. So these are just masks. Yes? Are we understanding?
Yeah, we understand each other.
Okay.
Um,
Well, this
um,
one here is, given the properties of this sludgy, oozy mask of goop, a permanent speed boost. It is 8,000 gold.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we don't have 8,000 gold on us. Obviously not on us,
Oh, you look
Tied up
wealthy.
in property.
I am
Come
wealthy. I
now.
keep telling everyone that.
This is a store for those who are interested.
Do you have any
Don't
first
waste
time
my
buyer
time.
discount?
Yeah, what he said about first time buyer.
Give me a persuasion check. With advantage, because you're both trying to persuade.
Persuasion's not. Wait, shall I roll 2?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, one person roll with advantage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, I thought you were going to do it anyway, Cathbad.
2 19s.
That's pretty persuasive, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
My good rolls come when we're not in combat.
I shall leave it in the fortunes. Ha! I love dice. So I shall leave. And she pulls out a dice from her pocket. I shall roll. Fortunes always come to those who believe in fate. Oh, I shall give you a 42% discount.
That's very specific. Thank you.
That's a really kind offer. But like we said, I think we can't really look at us. We're humble people. We're not carrying that sort of loot on us, are we? Of course we're not.
No, that would be sweet.
These are not trinkets I can give away.
That's fair enough.
Can you put that mask away, and we'll come back, once we've finished up our work, because we should get paid, and we'll probably get like loads of money then, and
Well, if you can't afford 4,640 gold, I'm good at maths in my head. I did not need any sort of thing to help me work this out. You shall.
Well, of course, you just take off
very
3,300
limited items here. I mean, things that give you permanent results are much more expensive. Perhaps you need something that gives only temporary. Huh? Come now,
Grizz, if you want a speed mask that's cheaper.
Oh no, I think Grizz has crashed. Hello!
I'm
Oh,
surprised it's not
Grizz
me,
is
to be
back.
honest.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm back.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
back. You froze. So
I know.
So she said, things that give more permanent stats are obviously more expensive. Is there anything of the more temporary basis perhaps you're after? They're much cheaper. Perhaps in your scale.
Well, is there
now, we don't
temporary
have all day.
speed-based?
I have other
Do you have
clients.
Do you have anything that would make somebody look, like they were from around here on a temporary basis? Like they would fit in on the streets around here when they needed to.
Yeah, or just to, go unbothered,
Just to,
let's say.
just to, because one of our friends is quite well known, and sometimes it's better to just be able to kind of blend into a crowd, right?
I think what you seek is the mask of many faces.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Aye, this shall give you advantage on appearing to be like somebody else.
I think that's something we could definitely make use of.
Okay, how much?
Oh, again, that is one of the better masks, but for you, 4,000 gold.
4,000.
That's before the 42% discount, right?
Oh, you're a cheeky bugger, you are.
Yeah. Okay.
You know how to play me, right? Okay.
Cathbad.
The dice have rolled once again. A 4,000. It's now 2,000. I mean 1,800 with a 200 tip.
Okay, Cathbad. I'm up for being a little bit reckless with all of our money, but not like this level. Should we just leave now?
I think so. I think as much as Drent's got a lot of money, I mean, as much as, yeah, I'm not going to say anymore, but...
Okay. We come back and see you later. It's been an absolute pleasure,
Let's see what the potion seller's saying.
Don't tell your friends.
We won't.
We'll keep your secret. Potions, then. Was that the next shop along, by the way?
Yeah, you notice
Okay,
there's the
next-
shop
yeah.
next door.
Okay. Wasn't the same place. Okay, well, we tried, but
So, yeah,
inflation's
so
a thing here.
you sort of exited the shop a little bit. I don't know, weirded out, I guess. but also having not what you set out to get in the mash shop, and you sort of head into the shop next door. But as you do that, we'll flip over
to we'll go to Broderson first. And also, sorry, as we do that, I just realised we haven't taken a break. So before we do that, shall we take a quick 5-minute break? Meet up a couple of minutes before the hour, and we'll reconvene in our various parts of the city.
Yeah, sounds good. Cheers.
Right, cool. So yeah, welcome back, everyone. I won't tell you what we were just talking about because it's inappropriate for the stream. So, and I'm saying that, and it sounds weird now. So you might have to cut that out. Anyway, let's go back to D&D. Welcome back, everyone. Okay, so we left our group of adventurers exploring the City of Fortunes. I'm not 100% sure if it's what they were expecting yet or totally what was going on in their head, but yeah, they've met some interesting characters. So with that, we'll return to Broderson, who is currently scouting out a building that seems to be overwatching another of the Resistance's safe houses.
So I'm up on the roof of the building opposite. Just keeping an eye out, watching the general comings and goings of the population. What kind of thing have I seen about the population overall? Are there any interesting dynamics between the different peoples that are walking the street?
So just generally, as you've come through the city, so not just specifically in this quarter, in the lower city?
Specifically in the area surrounding the safe house.
So in the Sapphire, okay. So give me a perception check, please. And because you're sitting there specifically looking and keeping your eyes wide, give it with advantage.
Go for that.
I said that before I even saw you rolled a 2, so 13. Okay, so as you start to look at the general comings and goings, while the sort of main streets you gather seem fairly safe, some of the buildings off the main street areas seem to be a little bit more run down and in some ways abandoned. Where you are, you can see that there is the gateway that goes between this quarter and the Bloodstone quarter, and it is a guard post. So there is an easy way over to the Bloodstone quarter, and the Bloodstone quarter hasn't been explained to you properly. But as you sort of are looking over, it does seem a little bit more fortified than most other areas.
Are there any guards on the bridge?
So the first off, you have a guard tower and a gate system that is operated by several stone giants. So there's about 4 stone giants.
And are there any patrols across the bridge?
Based on your perception check, you can only see so far. So considering the distances here, I'm being quite generous. So do you see the tower at the sort of midpoint above the guardhouse?
Mm-hmm.
You see several smaller patrols. So not stone giants, they look like dwarves.
Okay. And then do those patrols come into the Sapphire Quarter?
Let's see how long you've been watching for. Do you want to give me a 1d4? So you've been watching, yeah. Okay, good. Let's go. 30 minutes here. So you have seen that there's two patrols that have been quite observable. They kind of meet in the middle and then come back. And one goes off into the guard tower and the other comes into the Sapphire Quarter and patrols the streets.
Okay.
But you've only just seen that one come back into the Sapphire Quarter. So right now, can you give me a stealth check, please? With advantage, because you've been keeping an eye on them as well. 27 and 25, absolutely magnificent rolls. So yeah, you managed to discreetly keep yourself low on the building, and you observe them walk in, up the Sapphire Quarter.
Okay. And what's the general reaction to their presence by the rest of the citizens?
Accepted.
No one sort of
No questions asked.
avoid them or
yeah, people move out of the way as they sort of walk through the town, but you see people moving away from them.
And any greetings, or is there anyone in particular that sort of speaks to them, goes out of their way to speak to them, or even just isn't bothered by their presence?
So, as I mentioned earlier, you passed a tavern before you cut off down the wavy streets.
Mm-hmm.
That is you've scouted it out and you've seen the name of it now. It is the Auctioneer's Tavern.
Okay.
And you do see somebody from the tavern greet the patrols as they're walking by.
Sorry, can you say that again?
You do see somebody greet and sort of whisper into one of the guards' ears as they pass by the tavern.
I'd like to make a mental note of that person's face and actively be looking for them throughout our time in the city.
Okay. As you're sort of looking over, as you've all been passing through the city, you haven't noticed much in the way of human kind in this place. It mainly seems to consist of dwarves, elementals, stone giants, and other creatures which I'm yet to define. But you actually notice this is a human.
Say a human? And then, is there any activity around the house, the safe house?
So since Lovak and Drent have gone in, no.
Cool.
Anything else you'd like to do?
Keep an eye out for any sort of activity around the immediate vicinity of the house, and just look out for any problematic behaviour.
Okay. In which case, we'll switch over to Lovak and Drent. and we were amidst a conversation, right?
Yep.
Where a grey bearded, bald headed dwarf, again quite muscular in shape, wearing leather sort of style adornments, is questioning what is going on here. Magic users, where have you come from?
Well, why don't we start with introductions first and go from there? My name is Drent.
Well, forgive me, but instant reaction when somebody has come into my safe house unexpectedly, I'm obviously concerned.
I'm surprised you didn't shoot us.
Well,
With an arrow.
I don't need to shoot people. My surname speaks for itself. My name is Ragnik Hellfist. And yes, you're right. My fist will open up a portal to the depths of the underworld.
Oh, that's good to know. We ever need to go down there.
I've been there, you know.
Interesting. Have you killed the dragon, though?
Gram, interesting. A dragon? Ah. This one, it is told. He once hit a stone giant so hard that he created a momentary portal to the fountains of creation. That or the timing of the earthquake was uncanny. Aye, sorry, Hellfist. I know you don't like me jokes around your name, but oh, I tell you what, these newcomers, I've not laughed in a long time. They've been stuck in a mine. Oh, hey, check out even my accent. Oh.
Don't let Gram have too much fun at your expense. When we found him, he was wrapped in spider webs and was about to be eaten by two
Alright,
puny little
whose side
spiders.
do you want? Come now.
So, what is this?
Just when I thought we were being friends.
Oh, we are. We're just trying to figure out what we're getting ourselves involved with here. You say boys trapped or something? As in, you know?
So, now you've introduced, let me formally introduce you to the second in command of the Resistance. And Ragnik looks over. Aye. You want to meet our leader? Then convince me of your intentions here. And what is this voice that is over my shoulder? Was that you with your magic light?
No, that's...
Also, I'm just gonna say there's probably about 1 minute left on your invisibility.
Hardly used it. Well, gonna go in the weapon men's, have a look around.
Okay, so can you give me a perception check? And also a stealth check at the same time.
I'm not being sneaky.
Okay.
I'm not being sneaky. I don't need stealth check.
Okay, or an investigation, perception or investigation, wherever you're at. Let's go with an investigation. As you are looking around to specifically look at a box, you trip over some armor that's just been left on the floor because you were getting carried away at being invisible. and you just clatter to the floor and bang your head on the side of a crate, and you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as you sort of dust yourself off. As Ragnar looks, who the what is that over there? As you suddenly, the invisibility comes off you. It's like, what? What's that hairy dog there? Who let that in?
That's Lovak.
That's a big dog.
That's a scary one too. If you think your last name is impressive, you should see his.
Hellhound, right? I've seen
More like
those in the fountains of creation.
Yeah.
Aye.
Well, that's good.
Aye, but no. Is he one of yours?
He is. He's
So-
a fearsome fighter.
You do have magics. Okay, I'm impressed. I'm not even mad. I'm impressed.
You have nothing to be mad about. We're all friends
mean-
here.
This one seems a little clumsy, but magic. There's
No.
not much magic in this realm anymore.
I'll get up now.
All those
Okay.
street vendors.
Can I tower
Aye.
over it quickly?
Yeah. What I was saying was all those street vendors out there. I hope your friends don't get caught out, but they'll offer lots of magical items. Potions, masks, etc. They'll all be a con. There's no magic in this place. So I hope you haven't left them out there, spending their gold.
Oh, bollocks.
Yeah.
But, aye. Wow, you are tall. I'm sorry for calling you a hellhound.
I'll just smile, show my teeth.
He's better with his actions than his words.
He shows his teeth back. Aye, I can show my teeth too. Okay,
Any
but
gems in there?
do you see these golden ones back here? I'm impressed with your magic. Do you have more strength?
Strength of magic or strength of physicality?
Well, could you defeat a stone giant? I doubt it.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
Don't you? I killed the dragon.
No. You killed it. What's a dragon? No, I've seen a dragon. I was just kidding. You killed a dragon?
I did.
No.
Ask Lovak. He was there.
He looks over.
A nod.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Okay. I don't remember how to do these, but I know I'm gonna be amazingly good at it.
It's your first roll of the round.
Yeah, but I have like some crazy thing.
Well, how did you 19 and
Hang
then
on.
critically fail 19? What the fuck?
There we go. Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's like the minimum I can roll is like a 10.
Alright, so perfect situations for you to be a diplomat. Yeah, it was a good choice sending you.
Yeah.
So,
It's awesome that that works though, because that's the first time I've had to use it, and it's actually like done it on its own.
nice. Wow, dragon. Maybe you are the saviors.
Well, there are more of us. It's not just us two.
There's more of you with this power.
Oh, some of them are.
But you are the most
even better
powerful
than
dragon
us.
slayer, yes?
No, they're way stronger than I.
You've killed a dragon too. And he points at Lovak.
Parts of dragons, yes.
A parts of dragons or a dragon? Detail is
get-
very important. It's how we haven't been caught.
Then yes.
Wow.
Also giants.
You've
And
killed
rust
giants.
monsters.
Yeah.
I don't know rust monsters, but
They sound scary.
Giant spiders in caves.
Do you know what a
Mines.
goblin is?
Ah, yeah. Those filthy creatures, some of them are slaves.
Okay, well, it's gonna try and bullshit a goblin to be massive then.
But I'd not seen anything like this before. A giant bear.
It's me.
I've heard stories about these things on the other planes, but never seen a creature like this here.
He is exceptional.
Aye, well. Okay. You've convinced me. I shall introduce you to our leader. Where are the rest of your folk?
Probably just losing all of our well-earned treasure and things on something ridiculous, like a love potion.
Oh, I just messed up, haven't I? Because I told you to meet at the Auctioneers, and I've just said the Auctioneers is the tavern that Broderson noticed.
Wait, I thought
Slavers, you said?
You
I thought we were-
yeah, you
Oh,
said
the slavers.
slavers.
Oh yeah, the slavers. Sorry. Yeah, that's right. So, yeah, I haven't messed up.
You didn't mess up.
Yeah, because you know the slavers and it's just yeah.
Okay. Well, perhaps we should go meet the rest of your party.
We can, but is there any chance you can give us a little bit more information on what Gram said about Boar being trapped here or something? Just, it seems unbelievable that a god could be trapped.
Well, this is the problem. We have been enslaved for several generations now. The Deo and rumors say this. I mean, there are no written texts. There's no library in this place. There is nothing. It is all burnt by the Deo. Nobody is allowed to recant any history. But rumors have it passed through our generations into those who now make up the future generations of resistance that the Deo were given their power by the Creator himself. And that was to ensure Boar remained enslaved in this place. Odaf, you know of Odaf?
No?
Odaf the Bountiful? Gram, you have not told them of Odaf. Well, if they'd have got caught coming into the city without even a single bit of knowledge, they'd be in the mines now. Take note. So Odaf the Bountiful is the leader of the Dale. He controls this dominion from the adjacent palins. Guards sweep the city and the exteriors, the mines beyond. I don't know how you've come here, but that's a question I need to answer, by the way. But yes, they have exploited the minerals and wealth of this place to create their own army. Jarisi the Cruel. Have you heard of him?
Oh, is that the one that Cathbad told us about?
Oh, so you have told him something, Gram. Bloody hell. Give him a proper history lesson next time. Yes, so Jarisi the Cruel is his right-hand taskmaster. He's the one that sends out the slavers to mine all the wealth of these veins. But
I don't want to go into too much detail. I shall let our leader explain that, and I shan't give you his name until we're all together, because his parts are dangerous.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's
Any
also
mention
good
of the
to keep
resistance, even talking now, you might have already been spotted coming into this place.
Noted.
Well,
You are
Novak
out.
surely wasn't.
You are strangers after all, like some of the guards may have noticed you not being here. So just, we need to be wary. Which is why I'm upset at you, Gram. Bringing in outsiders straight here to one of our safe houses. And of all places, one of our weapons stores.
Do you have a cloak, maybe, I could use?
Disguise for Lovak.
Aye. Put on this kit. And he shouts over to one of the other dwarves. Yeah, I was about to say, did I write the name down? I did, yeah. Thalnik. Pass some of the armour that is actually, as you were sort of fell, in the chest right in front of you. So he pulls out some robes first off that covers most of your body, and then adorns some leather armour over the top. I said, wear this mask. You look like a guardsman.
Do if it fits.
You look like a guardsman or one of the taskmasters, slavers. They all like to conceal themselves for fear of retribution.
Fantastic.
You know, whilst we don't have much choice with what goes on in this place, there are people who will openly rebel, but they are stupid. As much as I would like to have them, they ruin any chances of us having a resistance build up. So yes, you could potentially be attacked. Just know this.
I'll keep my wits about me.
Excellent. Alright then. So shall we go meet the others?
To the tavern? Yeah, that's great. Good luck drinking with your helmet on, Novak.
A drink, aye. Let's
Need
have a
some sort
drink.
of small
to allies.
cylinder.
A cylinder of what?
A small cylinder to maybe stuck fluid up through.
I'm confused. Where do you want to shove fluid? In a tube?
A straw.
He means
Oh.
like a reed.
Alright, to go into the drink between... Okay, your mask, I get it now. Alright. Aye. Nastel. And he looks over to the other female that you haven't met in the room, actually, a female dwarf. She's the local tavern master. Let's get us some drinks. So she hands you all a couple of drinks before you decide to head off. And with that, we'll flip over to Cathbad and Grace.
Cool. And we're heading into the love potion shop.
No, it was the same shop, wasn't it?
Oh, was it?
No, you
Is that
just
right?
left, right? No, you just left the mask shop.
It was-
You
it was
going
the
to
next
love
door.
potion
I
shop,
think it was
which
the
is
next door.
yeah.
Oh, right, okay. Okay.
I 100% believe now that Mike has said what he has about it, that you could instantly just be like, I have to buy something.
Hey! And as you're leaving, she comes out and she's like, I don't normally do this. I don't come chasing my customers. Did I know you're interested in a mask? And
I'm very fickle.
I don't know what the easy is here. So she's like, perhaps you would like this map. This mask. And she's looking at Grizz because you've been most interested. Can you give me a DC Wisdom saving throw, please?
Uh-oh.
Oh, here we go. Hang on, saving throws. That's hang on, wait.
Saving throw, yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. Yes.
Oh, bother! Oh, so you don't want this one then?
Well, no. I'm like, look. If I go back to my friends and say I've spent thousands of gold on a mask, I'm not going to hear the end of it.
And as you're saying this, a feeling comes through you that she's attempted to try some magic on you, knowing that magic in this place, she has said herself earlier, is banned. So you kind of get this wash that she just tried to trick you.
Okay.
You right there, Chris?
Yeah, I think I'm done in here. I think we need to move on.
Okay, no problem. Let's check out this potion still.
Curse you creatures! Go off to your love potions or anything else around you. You'll never find anything as interesting as what I've got over here.
You'll be interested in me once I get a love potion, though, won't you?
Nobody will love you.
And she walks off.
Wow. The
I'm
service-
adorable.
The service in this city is not great.
It's leaving something to be desired, isn't it, Cuthbert? Yeah. I'm sorry. This is probably your first time in a big city, right, Cuthbert?
Yeah, this is bizarre. This is why I thought I was leaving my old village. You could barely even call it a village. But I don't know. Maybe the grass isn't always greener.
Do you want to go and look at some potions?
Yeah, let's see what we can find. Could do with a top up, I think.
So you notice the exterior of this shop. Actually, you can walk into it. Slightly different to some of the others. It's very well lit. It's kind of got a red ambient light in there, and it feels very appealing compared to some of the other vendors that you've been to. And as you walk in, you're greeted again. You guys haven't seen much in the way of humans, but you're greeted by a human female. Oh, hi. Welcome to the place of love.
Here.
What can I do for you, fine souls?
Oh,
You've been to the place next door, haven't you? I can see in your eyes. I could also hear the screaming. She is an old hag, so please feel safe in this store. If you don't wish to buy anything, don't. Just go away with love and spread it out to the world. We all know this place needs love.
I don't know which shop is giving me a worse vibe at the moment, Cuthbert. The one we just came from, where they tried to trick me and use magic on me. This one.
Yeah, this is weird. Excuse
There's
me.
a nice smell in this place. Like almost like incense is lit.
Yeah, I'm getting a very
Rosewood scent going on with a bit of power.
Shall we? Excuse me. What kinds of potions do you do? Is it just love potions?
Everything here is concealed with love. It will make you
Okay.
feel well, but you may also have something else.
I see.
This is how we make love in this place.
Well,
Not
I
in
know
a
for a
physical
fact.
sense, but
Yeah.
You know, not everybody likes to drink or take drugs. You know, there's other means. I mean, technically this is drugs, but still, anyway. It's not against the law in this place.
Uh,
Some fine herbs and some fine local
We-
produce.
We've had a few strange drinks over the course of our adventure that have had some interesting side effects. I don't know how much we want to risk
Oh.
those again.
I mean, it depends what you're after. So,
Can I make a suggestion, Cuthbert? Can you ask what the starting price of these items is? Because I'm definitely
Yeah.
not going back having dropped like thousands of gold.
What's the cheapest potion you have?
right.
Let's start there.
That's a difficult question.
Oh, I'm getting a bit tired of all this now, Kath.
Okay, I mean, some go as cheap as 10 gold, others 50 gold. I mean,
What can we get for 10
do
gold?
have- well, on offer at the minute. For example, we have our liquid bread. You know, you pour some of this over a warm loaf of bread, and the healing effects will apply afterwards.
We should get that for Broderson. He loves bread.
Yeah.
These are on offer right now for.
I mean, we
15 gold
can't.
apiece.
We can't go
Oh, that's
back empty-handed.
Very cheap. Very cheap.
Let's buy one of these for Broderson.
Yeah.
Can I just quickly get 10 gold out of my pocket, sort of like this, so you can't see me getting it out, counting it. But we'll just take one of those and maybe go after that. And I sort of slide the 10 gold over and back off.
I said it was 15, but I will take your love, and I will give it to you for 10. That's
I like
fine.
That's the
spread
best
that over your
negotiation.
loaf before you eat it, and it shall be divine.
Okay, so we'll this will be for Broderson when we see him, but I guess we'll just have to make do without any regular potions of healing.
Yeah, this whole shopping trip's been a waste of time, Cuthbert.
I know. What was this potion called, Mike? Does it have a name?
Something about loaves, right?
It was liquid bread.
Liquid bread. I don't think that's going to be in the thing, is it? Custom item. Do you know what? Olga, you don't want anything? No, right. I think we should go.
Oh, this one. This love filled with heat. It's called the fireball. Ah, now I can see your eyes. This interests you. Yes?
No, not really. We,
Well, what if you could cast a fireball when you've drunk this? Now we're talking, yes?
No, we aren't, and I can't reveal why, but we don't need that.
And after you
Between
use
us.
it, it'll also heal you and your party? No? Wow. You're not interested. Have you not got gold to spend?
No, we don't. We're
Okay.
humble. That
As
was our
I
last
said,
10 gold, in
this
fact.
place is filled with love. I did not expect you to buy stuff. If you want to buy stuff, you buy stuff. If you don't, you're missing out. But there's still, this fine.
Thanks for your time and love. I think we'll. Oh, look at the time. I think we have
What
somewhere to
about-
be, don't we, Chris?
Before you go, what about this ambrosia?
Is that
So-
supposed to be like ambrosia but spelt wrong, is it?
Ambrosia, the local god. Come on.
Oh, okay. Now, do you know what, Cuthbert? If somebody set up one normal shop around you, they'd absolutely clean house, wouldn't they?
Absolutely. I'm just gonna start backing out and just be like,
I
"Well,
was
thank
fine.
you,"
I was
and,
fine when we stepped in. Yeah, but like the longer you spend in here, the weirder
You
it
drink
feels,
this,
right?
you will feel like a god.
No,
Hmm.
no. I'm good.
I cannot persuade you for maybe Elder Spice is 2-in-1 beverage and deodorant with healing effects. Apply it to a wound, it'll smell good and heal the wound.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
I drag Olga's up by the robe out and just run out now.
Yeah, just like the ones next door. She pulls off her mask and goes, "Ah, fuck off, you little shit!" Okay, so you find yourselves wandering the streets, realizing that time has passed now that you've been locked up by somewhat dodgy sellers for a couple of hours.
we need to find the Slavers Tavern next, don't we?
We're still gonna give that potion to Brodesson though, right?
Oh yeah. I'm sure they'll be super happy that our shopping trip resulted in some liquid bread.
Yeah.
But there we go.
I will create the item for this, but it's actually something that you would pour over your bread and supposedly give you some healing effects.
Okay.
Brodesson to bake us some bread. It's like reality and Dungeons and Dragons merging.
Okay, yeah, so should we go and find this place where we're supposed to meet up with everyone?
Yeah. It's hopefully in this Maratha quarter. Hopefully it shouldn't be too hard to find.
I thought it was in the Sapphire Quarter.
Oh, was it? No, I think it was in... Because I said it was in the place I wanted to go, wasn't it?
Okay. I'm just following you today.
I think the others stayed in the Sapphire Quarter, but I think...
Olga speaks and says, "Yes, the Amaratha Quarter."
Thanks.
Thanks, Olga.
Okay, and with that we'll come over to the group who are currently drinking. So you've kind of just been introduced to Nastel Orfeast, so the female dwarf that give you the drinks, and Gram and Ragnik have sort of just told you a little tale that she's the tavern manager at the auctioneers, right?
Slavers.
The slavers, sorry. Slavers. And that is her front while she coordinates food supplies for the resistance. And you're also introduced to Thalnik, which Lovac scuttily sort of slid by before he fell over his boxes, or his armor, to Thalnik Steelmite, who is the forger, or he runs a local forge in the Amaratha Quarter, but he secretly forges weapons for the resistance, and that's why there are some stores here. You don't know why there's stores here, but at that point, Gram and Ragnik, let's go. And you wander off towards the Amaratha Quarter. Do you want to ask anything before I switch over to Brodesson?
I would only like to know, ballpark figure, how many people are part of the resistance?
A leader will tell you more. But we are no mere number.
We should use a different word other than that word, though. So,
What do you mean?
well, if people hear you in the bar using the word resistance, it's get you in trouble. You should say how many people are attending the party.
We don't mention such words beyond these safe houses.
Okay, good.
What's in those buildings down there? And I'll point to the buildings that I noticed earlier.
What do you mean?
The special.
How do you know? I mean,
stone
what?
mortar, the bricks. It looks a bit different.
You're very clever. And full of magic. Okay. That's another of our storehouses. But all will be explained in good time. Of all quarters, this is where the resistance
Bluest.
will likely have to fight the hardest. Okay.
Is it like one way and one way out? So it's like a dead end down there.
No. The streets weave around. It's just another tattered building. That's where most of our safe houses are. Try to keep discreet. We have one or two higher profiles, but again, I've said too much. You have a weird way to create a trusting bond. I feel obliged to tell you.
I just touch my nose.
Okay, let us go. The hour is passing, and we told your friends we would meet them, and they don't want to be there for long without our endorsement. They may get into a bar brawl. Especially if they order the wrong drink. So, let us go. Broderson. And you observe them leaving the building.
Okay. So I'll be looking for a opportune moment to climb down and stay in the shadows and follow close behind.
Can you give me a stealth check while you're doing that, please? Banging. I was hoping you'd have like a natural one and just clatter to the floor. Boom. But yeah, you subtly work your way down the building, and you again start to follow the group through the shadows until you get onto the main street. Life here, you've noticed so far, is active regardless of the hour. So there are people walking up and down the street unchallenged. But just so you know that, you know, as you get to the main street, other than keeping your distance and observing from afar, you know, you could get seen by others looking suspiciously, if that makes sense. So like if you were just creeping on the side of buildings, you'd look weird. Yeah.
Okay, so the idea is that just trying to sort of blend in with the surroundings, then
That's fine. So that's what I'm saying. So because life is still a little bit active, you can get away with that. Yeah. So you're going to keep your distance?
Yeah. Staying
Cool.
at least sort of 20, 30 foot back.
Okay. At that point, we'll come back to Grizz and Cathbad, and you find yourselves arriving at the Amaratha Quarter and arriving at the Slavers Bar or Tavern. It's quite a big building.
Whereabouts is it roughly in the region? Is it quite near where we walked in?
Sorry.
Or is it not important?
Pressing the wrong button there. Yeah, so you are pretty much above the.
Okay, that little sort of triangular building.
Yeah, let me just move that to the
Quite big.
stream as well. So we're going to move over to the Amaratha Quarter now. So just to ping it for the stream as well. So we're just off here. So it's on the main street, and there is like a side door to it, but the main door is just off the street sort of splits a little bit into two main streets. So it's the it's the other street that you sort of enter the building, and as you arrive there, you can see it is massively crowded. There are so many people just drinking. There are odd fights going on outside, which people are looking around. Seems normal for this place. But as you enter this large, again, stone building with wooden sort of rafters, and again, as I sort of mentioned about the sort of slate covered sort of rooftops, you enter in there and you just are hit by a dense smoke. So kind of a sense of tobacco fills the air, which you've not seen anywhere else so far. So it creates a little bit of a sort of visual sort of blur for you, whilst also impacting your nostrils as this seems to, as it passes by and you clear, there are groups of tables all around and a large open bar which is almost like an L shape. Everything inside is decorated with wood and adornments, and you see a dwarven barmaid, a female. What can I get you to drink?
I'm trying to forget about drinks now.
What's good?
Are you what you after? I've not seen you around here before. What's your usual?
Well, any kind of craft ale, you know.
Aye, some. I have a beer from the local distillery. Or would you rather the stuff from the open plains? Slightly more expensive. Depends. Your coin.
Open plains, Cathbed. We've barely spent any money today. We've been really good.
Okay, I'll have a half, please. Or
I'll have a
2/3
pint.
if you've got that.
I'll have a pint. Yeah.
I don't know what Olga drinks. Olga
Yeah.
can have the same.
Hey. Well, how about you try some, if you're not sure, you should just ask. So how about we have some... Oh, my D100 table only goes to 56. That's a shame, because I rolled an 86. Let's have a numb tongue then.
Numb tongue.
Why is it every time we have a drink, it's not just like a normal drink? This place is weird, Cathbed. I'm gonna have to like let everyone else know that.
I was thinking of just getting sparkling water, but even that's probably
Oh, but
poisonous.
that'll probably do something even worse, Cathbed.
If you don't want a numb tongue, you can have some of just this aerated ale from the elemental plane of air. No side effects. It might make you fly, but you know that's the worst. No, it doesn't. It doesn't make you fly. It's just filled with air from the elemental plane of air.
Okay, let's have
Three
two
of those,
thirds and a pint or whatever. I don't care.
Okay.
One pint and 2 smaller cups, please.
Yeah, can we maybe like start like find a table quiet and off in the corner and maybe start like watching what's going on around us?
Yeah, I was going to
So
say
as-
we need to get our heads down.
Yeah, as you order the drinks, it's not long after, as you're still standing by the bar, that actually, timing-wise, Graham, Lovac, and Drent enter the building.
Oh, good timing.
And Graham, before entering the door, says to Lovac and Drent, continue on to the door down the far right. Follow the stairs downstairs, obviously, not upstairs. And give the knock.
and I shall gather the others. Alright? Did you get that?
Just one knock, yeah.
That's what you heard again, yeah?
Yeah.
He whispers in your Lovak's ear. Okay. Give that knock.
I didn't hear it.
Alright, it does not matter. Just knock the door.
Okay.
As he turns to Drent. Right, did you hear that? Da 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 da. Yeah? Aye. So, as you both carry on walking, Gram goes to the bar. Aye. Grizz. Olga. Caspar. One by one. I need you all to go downstairs.
Okay.
Where's Broderson?
Thought he was with you.
Hey, I've not seen him. Oh, I hope he's not in the mines. You lost one of your friends. That could be a danger to us all.
Yeah, he is one to wander off.
Let's
Actually, no,
go.
I don't know if he's ever done that before.
Right. Grizz, go.
What?
As
And
he
find
Winks
Broderson?
to the
No, downstairs.
Okay.
Follow the door up there to the right, and then go downstairs.
Yeah.
Alright, I shall send somebody out to look for Broderson. Olga. Caspar, go now.
Okay.
Mike, was that a slip then? Because you just told Grizz to go upstairs and you told us to go downstairs and make sure we don't go upstairs.
No, I told him downstairs.
Okay.
Oh,
I
did I
thought you
say
said
upstairs?
downstairs.
I
I
thought-
didn't. Yeah, I didn't think
I
so.
said
told-
I thought I said downstairs, so
Okay,
yeah, if
you
I didn't,
definitely
I
told
meant
us to go
downstairs.
downstairs.
So
Yeah.
we're all going downstairs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you're all going downstairs.
I thought you was like, playing us there. And I was thinking, uh-oh.
Screw you all. I'm going upstairs.
So he gives the bar lady some gold coins discreetly in her hand. Yeah, does it quite successfully without anybody else sort of paying attention. And you all make your way downstairs. And as Lovak and Drent, you arrive to the door. What'd you do? You're on mute.
Knock.
Oh, we knocked the door in an appropriate manner to which we was told by
What's the appropriate manner?
Gram. Well, it's totally just one knock because that's what we hear.
Do you want to tell me how it goes though, the one knock?
Yeah.
Right, okay. So as you knock the door, a little sort of slit opens up.
The classic.
Yes? Can I help? This is the
Gram told us
basement.
to come here.
Who?
Gram, he'll be here in a minute. We can wait, we don't mind.
The slit just goes straight up. And you just stand there as the others start to trickle down the stairs behind you.
Must have been you, Drent, because I was hiding the face.
Ah, they'll be alright. Should we do the proper knock this time? Just to play with them.
Go for it.
And I attempt to redo the knock that I was told to do.
Which goes for what?
Rat-a-tat-tat, rat-a-tat-tat.
Wow, that was super close. Yeah, so as you do that, the flip comes down again and goes, why didn't you do that the first time? And slots back up as the door opens. And you come into a room where you're ushered in very quickly. And you're all coming down the stairs at the same time. And And you're all ushered in. And a large, muscular dwarf.
A lot of muscular dwarves tonight, Mike.
They're all muscular.
Yeah.
Well,
A lot of protein in the diet around here, yeah?
well, apparently seems so. He has an extremely long, but his beard is braided into two sort of long length braids, almost down to his sort of waistline. And bald, again similar to Ragnik. And you see one sort of distinctive tattoo just peering out the side of his leather onto his neck. You can't quite make out what it is, but he greets you all and says, "Hi. My name is Thurgren Hellbrow." As he raises his eyebrows, and they look like flames, jagged like. "Welcome to the Resistance." And that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Hey.
So nice to be back. I want to play for like the next 8 hours. Don't stop. Let's just keep
Maybe
going.
stoking up a rebellion next session.
Yep.
Yeah, starting by taking care of those shops we went to.
Yeah.
I can't believe you guys didn't buy anything.
I can't believe you didn't buy anything either.
If it'd been expensive, but not like our entire stash, we would have probably. I'd have probably bit like. Do you know what I mean? If it would be like 300 gold or something, I'd have been tempted.
It's like, when do you ever spend gold though?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can't
You're
spend
in a
all the gold.
gemstone world where you can probably get more gold.
No,
I think we did
carry
alright.
any more gold. Yeah, I think you did really well, guys, not to do it.
If-
Like,
I
you did
agree.
really well in the
Some
mask
good
shop
control.
before you knew it.
If
was
it was
really
in the
good.
hundreds, we would have probably just been like, yeah, let's get a speed one and an invisibility one. But when it was like 4,000 with discount, it was like that's everything.
Those items weren't that, to be honest.
Yeah, like they would have been good for a cheaper price just to have. But we got some liquid bread there.
I can't believe the one city we came to and we can't buy any magic items with this absolute massive hoard of gold we have because it's all fake. It's like we've gone on holiday, do you know what I mean? And everyone's like buying, do you want to buy a lucky watch or whatever?
Have you seen the comment on Twitch, Mike, from Rob DB? He said you should start an ASMR channel doing that female dwarf voice, Mike. You'd make a mint.
Yeah. Noted, Rob. Thank you.
Uh-oh.
Had to call that out.
Thanks for
Have to
noticing
remind
that,
me.
Mark.
Yeah, no worries.
Remind me, what was that called again?
I don't know. Which one? Which shop? The love potion?
Yeah, probably the love potion.
It was probably
It's probably the love potion shop,
spread
yeah.
the love, spread the word. But alright, I'll make a separate offshoot channel to this. It'll be under Conduits of Chaos. I'll just do a separate, playlist for dwarven female ASMR. Got you, Rob. Thanks for the feedback.
Potion store roleplay, that's just perfect. Like, just do it, yeah. Get it done.
Helps to go with the inspirational D100 potion stores, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Excellent. So yeah, on that note, I guess it was great to be back in the city, right, everyone?
Yeah.
Do something a little bit different. I said 29 sessions, and we're in a city finally. Albeit not where you probably thought you would have been in a city. So.
I'm tamping. There's no magic items we can buy. Like, that's That's the whole joy of coming to a city, right? You get to buy nice stuff that you've got all your gold to buy. We've flooded with gold, and we can't buy anything good.
I'm not going to tell you what the start of the next session is going to involve, so you might be extremely disappointed. And on that note, I'm just going to say thank you everybody for watching tonight. We are the Conduit to Chaos. It's been an absolute pleasure, and thank you everybody for being here tonight. We were missing Olga, but we will be trying to keep these more regular because we did lose our cadence because of the summer. So the next session is due to happen on the 11th of October. So we'll revisit the group as they now meet the new Foundation's resistance in the Amaratha quarter of the City of Fortunes. Never know, they might go shopping again. They might not. Well, you'll have to tune in and find out, right? But absolutely appreciate everybody for watching. Again, if you've liked what you've seen tonight, please do hit our like button, subscribe, do all that jazz that every streamer always asks for. And if you haven't seen some of our previous stuff, all of our videos are on our YouTube and Twitch channels as well. So absolute pleasure. Thank you for watching us tonight, and see you in 2 weeks' time.
Bye-bye.